YouTube, it's Christopher. It's been a bit. So, as you can see in the title, I bought another cheapo Amazon guitar. This is from a company called GearIt. This is the GST-200 SoCal series. It's a HSS pickups. It's got a coil split on the bridge pickup. It has round frets and genuine rosewood fretboard with accessories. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. We're going to do that together. I will tell you, full disclosure, I already cut the tape. So here's the box that shipped to my door in, which is just your standard triangle box. Let's get this sucker out. Oh, stuff is falling. What's this? Okay, we got a accessories pack. Let's see what's in here. So, the reason I'm making this video is this guitar is ridiculously cheap. It's $98.59. Here's our wiggle stick, whammy bar. It's a threaded style. Check that out in a minute. We get some strings, which I'm sure are magnificent. They're probably not. This is like, if you need to tie some trash up, you can use those. What do we got here? Wow. We got a clip-on tuner. That's pretty neat. It's pretty awesome, actually. You get a little bag of picks. That's pretty awesome. So if you're a starting guitar player, you pretty much have everything but an amp. This is a strap for the guitar. That's pretty cool. Here's your truss rod wrench. I don't see another wrench in there, so maybe there's another one in the bag. Yep, there is. There's a couple. Looks like it fell out. You get a premium instrument cable, according to them. It's actually not bad looking. And the last two wrenches must have poked a hole and fell out. So you got one here to raise and adjust your saddles. This one, I don't know what that's going to be for. That might be to raise your posts on the bridge. We'll see. It's kind of small if it is, but we'll find out in a second. So that's a pretty cool little accessory bag that you get with it. This has this little piece of foam in front of the guitar, which is in a gig bag. Holy smokes. Look at that. That is pretty amazing for a little package deal here. Let's see. It feels pretty good, actually. That's a surprise. It's got just a canvas handle here. It's got a pretty stout handle in the front. It's got little backpack straps in the back. It says GearIt on the front. See if there's any surprises in the bag here, like rattlesnakes, cobras, scorpions. Who knows where this shipped from? Let's reach our hand in, and there's no hundreds of bugs or anything. That's good. All right, let's see. See what we got. Unzip. Of course, we got the classic foam. Let's move this gig bag over here. Rubber band across the top. Open it up. Grab this guy. Okay. There's that. Little styrofoam over the switch. That's cool. There it is. I gotta tell you, this thing's fairly heavy. Right off the bat, we got a little bit of a finish guffaw on that neck pocket. Although, I don't expect this thing to be you know, unbelievably good. But first impressions, it's pretty cool. Fender, you guys better get your stuff together, because this thing costs $98 and I can't feel a single fret on the edge. Not a single one. And they look pretty well rounded over. It's got the vintage tint on the neck here. It's got vintage tuners. There's the back. Got the little 4-bolt neck plate. This is where the springs are for the tremolo. If you're new to the guitar, this so far is looking like a pretty fair deal here. We got some general shipping dust on there. Plastic still on all the pickups. Plastic still on the pick guard. 5-way. Push-pull on the final tone to split this guy. I am fairly impressed right now. So, we're going to bust open that GearIt strap, because I don't have a strap sitting here right now. So we're going to utilize this guy. You know what? We'll utilize the tuner as well. So here we go. This is made for people who are from magical lands and are only like 3 feet tall, probably. Let's see. Oh no, this is going to work. Yeah. Not the best strap, but you know what? It's going to do the job. Let's see here. Get this guy on there. One. See what's happening on the other end. So I gotta be honest, this is beyond my expectations thus far. It's got a good weight to it, so if you're buying this for a little kid, it's kind of heavy. If you're buying it for yourself as like a run around town teaching people beater, this might be a good win for you. Looks like I'm gonna max this guy out. Yeah, strap is a little short, so if you're a stout fella like myself, this might make it, it might not. So, so far so good. It's up in my violin position like I like it. So not in tune. But let's check out this little tuner that they sent with it. I can't believe the stuff they send with a guitar that costs under $100. I mean, if you tried to buy a tuner, you're looking at 15, 20 bucks. Depending on the quality, I suppose. But look at that, they got a battery right there clamped in the thing. That's pretty cool. So we got to install the battery. Let's see if I get it right. I think it goes down with the writing up. Oh yeah, we got lights. Look at that. That is cool, man. Tuner. Imagine that. All right, let's use this tuner. We're going to clip this on here, which if you don't know, if you're new to guitar, this is where you clip the tuner, right up at the headstock. And each string is going to tell you its value on the display. So that's hitting plastic. Let's take the plastic off the pickup. Humbucker plastic was bubbled. I'm guessing it's because I'm still hitting plastic. I'm hoping it's because I'm still hitting plastic. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh no, we got problems. So right out of the box, it's kind of unplayable already. Why that's buzzing like that is kind of a murder mystery here. It's under the string tree, so we've got good string pull going that way. I don't know why that's buzzing. It's only the east. Oh, I know why it's buzzing. Okay, so figured it out. Mystery solved. The screws on the humbucker are way up in the air. So whether they did that in the factory or if that happened during shipping, which I really hope it didn't, those should be tight in there. But mystery solved. All I got to do is take my little screwdriver and screw that guy back down a bit. There we go. So they're pretty high on the rest of them too, but I'm going to adjust that later. But this is what you're getting right out of the box. So if you don't know anything about guitars and that happened to you, this is just like a fail right out of the box. You're going to send it back. So this is D sharp. You know what? I set my strats up in D sharp. That's pretty funny. So we're going to use D sharp. Most of the time you're going to go to E. You know what? For the video, I'm going to go to E. Because that's what you're supposed to do. And if this is your first guitar and you're just watching this video because you got one too, I want to kind of do this so that it will match your experience. And of course, the way the tuner works, which is tough to see because it's angled towards me, is the screen is blue if you're on the wrong note. But as you tune the note up and it gets to the correct note, it turns green. And of course, if you are super new to guitar, from the high string to the low, or actually we'll go from the low to the high, it's E, A, D, G, B, E, if you didn't know that. Most of the viewers watching this that are viewers of my channel will probably already know that. A good thing to do right out of the box when you get a guitar is bend the strings. That's what I do anyway. It stretches them out a bit so that they'll hold the tuning better. So now it's all out of tune again, so I gotta retune. Not gonna lie, the setup right out of the box is pretty darn good. The gap from the nut to the first fret is pretty great, actually. Looks like the nut is cut very well, actually. If I show you that, I don't know if you can see it, but sometimes you get these guitars and the nut looks like there's frayed material coming out of it and stuff. This does not have that at all. These frets are awesome. They're perfectly rounded over. I don't know how much of that you're going to be able to see in the video here, but they look fantastic. The bridge is set up pretty nice. It looks like maybe the string height did not follow the radius of the fretboard very well, which you kind of want to do that with your saddle heights over here. On the bridge, you've got 2 screws on each saddle. This is called a saddle if you're new. The string sits in between the 2 screws, and if you loosen those screws, it'll lower the string. If you tighten them, it'll raise the string from the top of the frets. And you usually want the radius, and the radius is the curvature of the fretboard, to match the curvature of your saddle heights. So you want it to go from low to high and then high to low. So from 1 to 3, it's going to follow a curve up, and then from 3 to 6, it's going to follow a curve down, and it should match what your fretboard has. So another thing that I like to do right out of the box with a brand new guitar is check each fret for buzzing. And I will take the time right now to tell you that this is not a sponsored video. I purchased this guitar with my own money. It was not sent to me. I saw this on Amazon and thought it was too good to be true. And so far, it's proving otherwise. This is very impressive right out of the box. It's actually set up very well. The other things, you know, I'm gonna put my own strings on this because stock strings are never good from any brand, really. There are some exceptions out there, but for the most part, the strings that they ship the guitars with are like very inexpensive, cheap strings that aren't very good, in my opinion. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full setup to my liking. So I'll put the gauge of strings that I prefer, the brand that I prefer on the guitar. I'll set this up so that it matches the radius, and I'm probably going to set this so that it's floating. Right now it's kind of pinned back. It's a little up in the air, actually. You can hear it. So out of the box, this thing is playable. Let's see if it works. Plug my little cable in. Let's get my sounds up here. We got tones. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. Okay, so this tuner is still active. Let's, how do we make it not active? We press the little button here. Hold the little button. So you hold the button, it shuts it off. Cool. Can't believe they shipped a tuner with it. And a strap, a free set of strings, and a bunch of picks. That's cool. And a gig bag. So we got tones. Wildly out of tune after just bending some strings a bit. We're going to tune this guy back up. This is another reason why I like to change the strings to a reputable brand, because they will hold the tuning better in general. Again, I'm really impressed that they gave this free tuner. This is like a lifesaver to most people in a lot of situations. All right, so we just heard the high gain tones, so we might as well go down and do some cleans, right? See how the pickups sound. Oh, what do I use? It's been that long, really? It's not that. Wow, I can't remember what I use for clean. Is it this? Yeah, holy smokes. All right, so clean channel. We're already almost 20 minutes in. If you're still with me, God bless you. So here's the humbucker, the bridge position. the other thing with brand new guitars, your fingers start to get pretty dirty. So it's another reason why I like to change the strings, because I'll take the strings all off and I'll clean the fretboard and get rid of all that gunk that's on there. So this is the bridge in humbucking. Let's pop this little switch up. Now it should be split. Much thinner tone. Here's the second position, which is going to be this pickup and this pickup together, and I'm going to leave it split. So it's the single coil in the bridge and in the middle. Here's the second position with the humbucker engaged. Here's a middle pickup by itself. Tuning is drifting big time. So again, still on the middle position. It's a good sounding pickup, to be honest. Here's the fourth position, which is the middle and the neck pickup together. And finally, the neck pickup. Color me impressed, man. This is amazing for under $100. I'm very impressed. I mean, the only flaw on this thing, and it's going to be very difficult to see, but right in that neck pocket, maybe you can see it, there's a little bit of a finish flaw there. But otherwise, everything's great. And the neck pocket is very tight. It's perfectly flat here. There's no gap between the body and the neck. So it's sized exactly correct. I doubt we're going to have a brass block in the back, but man, would it be surprising if there is. So I'm going to pop the back off. Oh no, I can see it. It's a thin block back there. That's expected though. But even still, by the way, this is a C-shaped neck and it's not fat. It's pretty small actually. It's very comfortable. The fret edges themselves are not rolled over. They're a little bit sharp angled, but that's an easy fix because you've actually got space to do it. If you're a beginner, don't try this, but like if you know what you're doing, you can use a razor blade edge going backwards and kind of roll off the fret edges if you feel like it. I don't think it's 100% necessary. This is not bad. I'm extremely impressed with this guitar from GearIt. The little package they sent is very cool. Maybe I'll do a part 2 on this video after I do the setup and let you know if I ran into any weird issues when I did it and get it floating, because I'm sure this whammy bar is not going to be my friend. Let's see here. We'll give it a test run, see how it does. Oh man, it's not an easy thing to screw in. It starts immediately, so if you're not right on the threads, you'll cross thread it. Yeah, this is not going in very easily. So there's one con. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't feel good. It feels like if I keep trying to spin that in, I'm gonna really strip it out. I'd like to see if this works though. There we go. Maybe I just dropped into the thread. Here we go. All right, so be careful putting your whammy bar arm in. If it doesn't go easily, stop. And what you want to do is kind of go reversed until you feel the thread drop in, and then it should work. So let's see what happens when we use this whammy bar. As expected. It throws it out of tune. But not terribly, surprisingly. So that could be fun. But yeah, GearIt crushed it, man. I think this is a good looking guitar. You know, it's like a silver sparkle almost, or for sure, it's a silver sparkle. I guess you could call it metallic silver, because it's not really a sparkle. It's too fine of a sparkle grain. But man, this is very impressive. The pickups actually sound pretty nice. I'm gonna go back to the high gain channel. I thought I was done with this video, but I really want to hear the high gain again and hear the single coils. Yes. Those tuners are very low quality. They move real fast. High quality content. Jeez. That sounds meaty, man. And for anybody wondering, I'm using the Archetype Petrucci from Neural DSP. All right, I want to hear these single coils. So I'm not going to split the bridge because, well, I'm going to split the bridge. I guess I lied. There's a single coil. That's amazing. Second position. third position, or actually I'm going to go back to the second and unsplit the coil. Okay, middle position, single coil by itself. Fourth position is these two. Neck position. I'm going to tell you what, man, this is a very usable guitar. Those pickups don't sound like crap to me. They sound really good, actually. This is a win. If you want a guitar to beat up on, go for this, man. Under $100, how can you lose? And it's Amazon, so if you don't like it, send it back. But man, this is nice. It's got decent looking saddles. Obviously, it's got the really long saddle screws in there, so I'll swap mine out for some shorter ones from Monster Bolt. This neck is a sticky finish on the back. You know, it's a vintage finish, so maybe a little Scotch Brite action will happen back there. What else can I say? This guitar is pretty nice. What is the body made out of? Let's see if it gives us that information. Oh, let's see. The body is ash. Wow. Okay. So we got an ash body. We got a maple neck. Rosewood fretboard. I don't think this is going to be stainless steel frets. If that says stainless steel, I'm going to be very shocked. Let's see what we get here. I'm not seeing anything about frets. Let's see. It says stainless steel. What I'm doing is the friction test. If you run one string back and forth in one spot on a regular nickel silver fret, it will scratch out. You'll hear it go. This is not doing that at all. These are stainless steel frets. Holy crap. Ash, maple, rosewood, stainless steel frets, great sounding pickups, probably a usable tremolo. I'm going to have to do a part 2, and it'll be a lot quicker than 35 minutes. I am very impressed. Like, for minimal money, you could upgrade this and make this a serious, like, giggable guitar. Yeah, I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to go do my own setup on this thing. That's wild. $98. You'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't get one. And again, not affiliated with this brand in any way, shape, or form. I spent my own money on this. This is my own opinion. Wow. Color me impressed. GearIt. Go check them out on Amazon. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Be good to one another. Peace.